is a military officer. I don't forget which branch, Navy?
Navy.
Ah, okay. Okay, Navy. And he's doing speech number 4. It is titled Elite Combat Fitness. Eric, please come to the lecture.
All right. If there was a way that you could improve your fitness and conditioning level to that of a professional mixed martial arts fighter, would you like to know about it? Say yes, because that's what I did. That's what led me to the Elite Combat Fitness Instructor Certification course, which was held last weekend in LA. And now I will go through a brief account of the most grueling and sweat-drenched 3 days of my life. And if I wasn't such a happy guy, I'd say the word lugubrious. Now, on the first day, you're cordially greeted with a waiver that you have to sign, which basically states that if you die, it's on you. Then we headed out to the park where we did countless repetitions of jumping jacks, push-ups, and mountain climbers. How I hate those mountain climbers! The purpose of this activity was to test the fitness level of the participants. Actually, the goal was a test for the instructors, and they pushed us till they smelled blood. And once they did, they stopped, and they allowed us to drink water. And I will tell you what, water never tasted as refreshing and mouth-watering as it did at that very moment. Welcome to Elite Combat Fitness. Only 30 minutes have passed, and you're already smoked. We then went on to learn and practice a host of bodyweight exercises and partner drills. And the grass and dirt fused with our bodies and clothing as we went through burpees, lunges, squats, jumping jacks, mountain climbers. And I hate the mountain climber. Now this kept going on, and we learned how to make the exercise easier and harder. And we pushed until 1 p.m. and we were given 7 minutes for lunch. Now, after our 7 minutes were up, we learned kettlebell exercises. So a kettlebell is basically a cannonball with a handle attached. And this form of exercise was made popular in Russia, and this is how we got it. Now here we were, 8 guys swinging the kettlebells like madmen in a park in LA, and we learned the two-handed swing, the one-handed swing, the alternating one-arm swing, the snatch, the clean, the press, and various others. We then went into a kettlebell circuit, and then we took time to practice teaching and refining the technique amongst ourselves, and then we had another demanding kettlebell circuit. That's the end of day 1. Now, the second day saw us head to Runyon Canyon, where we did 3.5 miles of uphill sprints with bodyweight sessions thrown in. Actually, they didn't say we're stopping to do exercises. They said we're stopping to review. Now, when I say that the hills were steep, I don't mean the slow inclines you see around Monterey, or even the initial drive to La Mesa Village for those of you that have seen it. No, my friends, these hills were steep. Now, the instructors classified them as Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3, but we called them heartbreak, agony, and misery. Now, while I started running on all these hills, I had to finish them walking. This was the start to a very long day. Now, we were headed back to the park, and we did medicine ball and partner drills. And we also learned how to use a towel to increase resistance while doing partner exercises. After our token 7 minutes of lunch were up, we learned and practiced more kettlebell exercises like the gunslinger, the windmill, and the Turkish get-up. Then we went back to refining what we had learned, and we had a teaching session to teach amongst ourselves and practice our teaching technique. Then we went through a kettlebell circuit that miraculously felt easier than the one we did yesterday. However, the end of the second day was sealed with what they call a suicide mission. Now, Well, this has to be experienced to be truly understood. I will only say that those were the most grueling 40 minutes of my existence on planet Earth. And it is the rite of passage for anyone aspiring to be an elite combat fitness instructor. So with this last test and nobody giving up, another 8-hour day of taking it to the limit had passed. All right, day number 3. So the third day starts with running drills, and then it's followed up by log drills. So basically, log drills, when you get 2 partners, grab a heavy log, and you run to different designated spots on a park. And then you stop to either press it overhead, drop it on the ground and jump from side to side, or pick it up and sprint to your next designated position. After 4 more hours of drills and partner exercises and even fitness fun games, we headed for our teaching test. Now, the best way they taught us to train other people is to A, demonstrate without any words so their eyes focus on you, B, go through a walkthrough without any weight and you explain what you want them to do, and then C, you watch them do it and give them only 1 to 2 corrections. Well, I'm glad to report that we all passed the teaching test. However, there was still one hurdle to overcome, and that was the qualifying 6 rounds of combined kettlebell and bodyweight exercises. Now, after the 6 rounds had elapsed and we had nothing else to give, a great peace fell over that little part of that park in LA. And you could hear the birds chirping. You could feel the cool wind hitting your face. You could even hear kids in the distant background. And at that very moment, we were told that we all passed the certification process. Thank you very much.